Hola everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I am coming to you with this title, and that is why I don't have language learning goals for 2021. In fact, I've never ever had language learning goals, and in this video I'm going to tell you exactly why. So if you want to know, then just stay tuned. It's a new year, and with every new year there's a bunch of New Year's resolutions. So you will see tons of videos on YouTube saying my language learning goals for 2021, my goals for 2021, my fitness goals, like all kinds of different goals. In fact, I've talked about this topic about creating goals versus creating systems in this video right here. So if you want to know more about system, then definitely go and check this video out. Well, in this video I explained that instead of setting goals, I always set systems. I always create language learning systems in every language I learn. Basically, that's what I've been doing for years. That's what I've always been doing ever since I've been learning languages, and I've never really set a goal. You will never see me talk on this channel about I'm creating a goal to learn Japanese in a year or something. Never ever, because this is not my language learning approach. I never set a time limit because I don't want to put myself in this box, and I don't want to pressure myself over nothing. Basically, most people fail to reach the goals. If you set language learning goals, they're most probably not going to be as tangible as if you were setting language learning habits. So what does that mean? Creating habits and systems versus creating goals. So what I prefer is I create a structure or a habit that I do daily or every other day, instead of creating a huge goal. For example, let's say I want to learn Japanese. Instead of saying I will learn Japanese in the next 3 months, no, I am going to say, okay, every day I'm going to sit down and watch maybe like a Japanese series, or I'm going to sit down and I don't know, watch a Japanese cooking show if I enjoy cooking, something like that. Something that is related to something I do on a daily basis. And I've also talked about this on my video on language learning at home. So basically, you create a structure or a habit where you include your language learning on a daily basis. So what does that mean now? I, for example, enjoy watching series and TV shows to learn languages. So I've come across LinguaPie, which is an awesome platform to learn languages. It's specifically Spanish and Russian at the moment, but they are going for more languages like Italian, German, so many more. So right now, what you can do on LinguaPie is basically the Spanish Netflix. You can go and choose from dozens of different series and TV shows. They have Colombian TV shows, Mexican TV shows, Spanish TV shows. So many different varieties of Spanish. And you can also choose the series according to your level. So there are beginner-friendly series and shows, there are intermediate series and shows, and advanced ones. So there's a variety of beginner-friendly shows for you guys who are not so advanced in Spanish but still want to learn Spanish with TV shows and series. The great thing is that the subtitles come with instant translation. So you just click on the word and there you have the translation of the word. Another cool feature is that you can create your own flashcard. So basically, every word you want to learn or focus on, you just create your own flashcard, and everything is documented and on a dashboard. So you will have all the words you learn, your progress documented, everything. So definitely go out and check out linguapie.com to learn either Spanish or Russian with TV shows and TV series. And if you create that a habit, for example, to do that daily or every other day, you watch maybe like 30 minutes of a show, you will learn so much. And nowadays there are so many different programs and apps. Before, back in the day, I'm talking about 10 years ago, I used to do exactly that, but without any of those features. So I basically used to watch my telenovelas, look for them on the internet, but then I had to have my dictionary on the side, and every word there was I didn't understand, I had to literally take a book and open it and look it up. Nowadays, you have everything compiled into one learning app, which is absolutely amazing. All right, the next tip I can give with creating habits is to definitely focus on what you're interested in. So try to focus and learn the language with the things you're already naturally interested in. Like, for example, you have a specific kind of hobby, then look for those kind of words, or you are interested in any kind of thing that really you want to know more of, or learn vocabulary. So for me, that was, for example, dance, that was music. So any kind of those things I would put my attention to and would want to learn it in the new language. I would look for vocabulary specifically in that field that I was interested in. And I think that is super useful because you're first of all concentrating on one specific field or theme or topic, whatever it is, and then you're expanding gradually your vocabulary to other things and other fields. And I think most people don't understand the importance of that, because when you learn a new language, what most people do is kind of grab everything. They want to learn everything, vocabulary from all sorts of things. But the more effective way here would be to focus rather on one topic first, or one thing that interests you, or it could be not only one thing but many things that interest you, and then expand your vocabulary. Here I gave up a point that is, use the language for something you already enjoy, because getting into a language, getting to learning languages should not be something that you do out of obligation, but you should try to combine it with the feeling of enjoyment that you're really excited for. So for example, if I'm watching a series in Portuguese or whatever in Spanish, I'm really excited to watch that series in that language, because I know that I will learn more words, I will learn more cultural things. So I'm really looking forward to that time of watching my series, because I know that I will get something out of it and I will learn. And here comes my next point, which I briefly touched on. Focus on quality over quantity. That means focus on improvement. Don't try to learn and get in as much as possible, but focus on really getting in quality content, quality things that will improve your language learning skills. And that could be as little as just studying or learning 15 to 20 minutes a day. But if you know that quality wise it was really good and you're learning, you're getting something out of it and you're really improving, then it does absolutely not matter that it's only 15 or 20 minutes. You shouldn't focus so much on the quantity. Someone asked me how long they should study, if they should study like 4 or 5 hours a day, and I'm like, oh my goodness, what? Like, in no way. Like, this is not my approach at all. I always went for quality over quantity, so that meant even sometimes I would not study at all or not learn at all. But then the next day I would be excited to watch my series to watch my telenovela. That is something that you should always combine, enjoying learning. And so to enjoy learning, you learn what you are personally interested in first, and then you expand. And apart from, of course, the basic things, and then focusing on improvement rather than on quantity. Make sure you're always improving little by little, even if those might be like little mini steps, instead of focusing on the quantity, on how many hours a day you study, or on how much Japanese you learn in 3 months. Don't focus on that. And with that comes also to contextualize vocabulary. Contextualizing vocabulary is also something that I mentioned in this video, and that means that you use your vocabulary to create a context, because this is the way to go when you want to effectively memorize vocabulary and not forget it. So for example, if you're learning red, the color red, instead of just learning a list of vocabulary, like random vocabulary, for example, red, blue, whatever, try to create sentences around those words. So for example, I really like your red dress. if you have that in mind, or even a personal situation where you complimented someone on their dress or something like that, and the dress was red, even if it wasn't red, just invent that it was red. Next time you will remember the word for red in the language you're learning. If you always try to contextualize your vocabulary, it is so much easier to remember it and to stick with you, rather than just sitting down and learning a list of random words that have basically no context. So these were the tips that I used to create my systems of learning languages effectively. So that is why I basically don't create language learning goals. And I hope you got something out of this video, and let me know what kind of systems or habits you create, and put them down in the comment box below. Of course, I have many more, but to keep this video short, a few that I mentioned. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.